This episode contains massive spoilers for the game Dwarf Fortress. Fair warning. Year 19. Nikolkazov. Well, hello you bearded bastards, and welcome back once again to Nikolkazov. I shall Desufkeshud Rosh. Skullhorror, the frigid South Nightmare Fortress of Death. And as you can see, the dwarves are busy at work carving out some of this adamantine here. Very exciting. It looks like there's a good amount here. Just gonna have to build a stairway here so we can get up and then eventually down. Having a look up a level, there is a considerable amount of adamantine up here in the caverns, but we have to also remember there are zombies out here as well. Quite a few of them. A little terrifying, to be frank. Gonna definitely have to do something about that. If we want this adamantine, that is. And we certainly do. Gonna have to make sure the skullhammers are well trained before we do that though. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Anyways, back up here in the fortress, things are going very well. As usual, the dwarves are busy at work, we have tons of food and drinks, and so we haven't even been tending the fields lately. It's been about a year since we even touched them. We have so much cloth and clothing in storage, prepared meals, a variety too, thanks to those merchants. Yeah, we're very well taken care of here. You have discovered an eerie cavern. The air above the dark stone floor is alive with vortices of purple light and dark boiling clouds. Seemingly bottomless glowing pits mark the surface. By the rainbows of Veer, dwarves, we've broken through. There's another cavern layer down here. A sinister cavern layer. Horrifying screams come from the darkness below. Dwarves, something's down there, and from the sounds of it, there's a lot of them. Skullhorror is under attack. Right, I guess I meant to make an up staircase, not an up-down staircase here. Huh. Just to be clear here, I knew exactly what trouble we were getting into mining into this adamantine here, and I was planning on mining upwards first, seeing as how we got lucky carving out this section. I knew the stuff above was going to be safe, but I built the wrong damn kind of staircase here. So, yeah, we're in trouble. Big trouble. Fortress-ending trouble, I think. Now, luckily, just as a precaution, I put a couple doors in this hallway here. I'm not sure that's gonna be quite enough, though. I suppose we'll see very soon. Just for the hell of it, I think I'm gonna try to build a wall right here. A gold wall. That should save our asses. Hoping. If somebody can get to it in time, that is. And just while that's getting done, I'm gonna take the skull hammers and we'll station them here at the fortress hub. They will give our citizens a little bit of time if those creatures do get up here. I'm hoping. Just realizing too that this dwarf here, this is Sodel, one of our starting 7 dwarves. 5 dwarves, I guess. Not too happy about that. He's one of my favorites, even though we haven't seen too much of him. Well, here's hoping he can get away in time. Luckily, the creatures down there seem to be a far distance away at the time being, so we might have a chance. Anyways, alright, let's do this. Gonna be following Sodel. Okay, there he goes. He is heading back to the fortress, thankfully. Actually, I think he's going to attempt to build that wall. Wonderful. Alright, he's through the doors, and so I'm going to lock those real quick. And back up here with Sodel. Okay, yeah, he is getting to it. Half of it anyways. Damn it, come on. Following Edem now, who is heading down to complete the wall. Hoping she can make it down there. She still has a ways to go. Passing by Sodel. Hurry up. Please hurry up. Yeah, it certainly has taken a while. Okay, she's down there. She's got some gold bars. And it is eerily silent on the other side of those doors. The wall is completed now. And there's no sign of anything out there. Strange. That's really weird. All of them disappeared, except for 4, which are still wandering around down below. That is very interesting. Thought we were in some real trouble there for a second. Maybe we spooked off the rest. Wouldn't doubt it, really. Our dwarves are pretty frightening. Huh. Well, now that we're safe, how about we take a look at these things, wandering around down in the netherworld. This creature down here is a Sauropod brute, an enormous sauropod with lidless eyes. It has large mandibles and it squirms and fidgets. Its slate gray scales are blocky and close set. Beware its deadly spittle. Similar to a forgotten beast. Very similar, but also distinct. From what I understand, the demons found down in the netherworld are much, much bigger, and are also inorganic. They don't feel pain, they can't bleed to death, and I think the only way you can kill them is either to bisect them, or crush their heads or something like that. It's a bit tricky, but luckily it doesn't look like we'll have to fight any of them anytime soon, which is just wonderful. And in fact, I'm feeling daring, and since the coast seems to be clear down here, dwarves, how about we head back down and get some of that adamantine? That sounds like a plan to me. Just gonna deconstruct this wall over here. We'll also unlock these doors, and I'll tell you what, after we get that wall down, we'll build a nice gate, perhaps, so we can control this tunnel a little bit better. Might be a bit smarter. Well, actually, I suppose the smart thing to do would just be to, like ignore this area down here, but there's no reward without risk. Boy, I'll tell you, now that things have calmed down a bit, this episode's off to a harrowing start. Just last episode we were making a stink about killing those ghouls from up on the surface, but that's not a big deal at all compared to this mess. Yeah, this could have been a real fortress-ending disaster, but I'm glad it turned out pretty alright. Having a look down below, we have a crow demon down here now. Gonna have a look at that real quick. This is an enormous 3-eyed crow. It has 3 stubby horns and it has a bloated body. Its green feathers are long and sparse. Beware its poisonous sting. She is very skinny. Oh god, I don't like the looks of that at all. A sting, too. Yikes. Imagine a sting from this thing. When you think sting, you're inclined to think like a bee sting, but this would be more like an axe handle getting shoved through your abdomen. Ugh. Not good. And, you know, I guess the worst thing is that it's flying. Those sauropod brutes could not fly. Well, let's just hope it stays down there for now. God, I'm being risky. This is terrible. We'll just lock these doors for now. They should be fine. Come on, dwarves, get down here and smooth this stone so we can build that bridge. That is so stupid. It doesn't have to be smooth at all. It's foolish to do so. But, it would look so nice. So come on, dwarves, get to it. Okay, there we go, all smoothed. That bridge is getting put into place now. And I'll tell you what, while we're getting that in place, I'm going to be keeping an eye down here, but we can take a little look around the fortress. Just a quick update, we don't need much of one. But I would like to point out Bomb Wreck down here. Remember, he killed a dwarf to make a helmet last episode. A very neat helmet, but still, murder is murder. Yeah, after he did that, he actually went up to Clovey and reported his own crime. So I have to imagine he feels a bit guilty about it. I don't blame him at all. But this is where it gets you. So he's locked up right now in his little prison, and he's not doing very well at all. In fact, right now, he is utterly harrowed by the nightmare that is his tragic life. Yeah, not good. He's going downhill fast. I'm actually surprised he was able to keep it together for so long. But at this point, he's going downhill faster than Twitch did. But who knows? She ended up coming back, so... I don't know. Poor bastard. Problem over here. Big problem, actually. Okay, so somebody had a pet cow in the fortress, and it's been wandering around for a while, and apparently it must have starved to death or something, and then it came back as a zombie, and it's now attacking Clovey. Not excellent, not excellent. I didn't even foresee this being a problem, honestly, which is extremely foolish. Well, Skullhammers kind of require your assistance, so if you could be so kind and get your asses up here immediately, unpausing. Alright, the cow is in here, beating up all sorts of dwarves. Ooh, I'm seeing some blood and teeth. Oh, what a mess. It looks like a dog was killed. Oh boy, yeah, that's not good. I'm seeing some wounded dwarves here. But luckily this dog is mangled, so that's one good thing, I suppose. Well, it's not good, but better. This dwarf here wounded on the ground is not terribly wounded, thankfully. Rimtar, a 14-year-old dwarf. They were born here in the fortress. I'm pretty sure they were their first baby born, actually. Poor guy. He'll be fine. And then over here we have Clovey, who had her head torn open, but I think she's going to be fine as well. Oh, damn it. It looks like we did end up losing a dwarf down here. Nil, one of our scholars. Damn, that is not good. Alright, Skullhammers, stay frosty. Well, she's being brought down to the tombs now. Oh, really upset about that. She was the one who wrote all those books, and that one about suturing, remember? Yeah, that really stinks. She was a good dwarf. A mother, actually. Oh, where are you going? Great, just leaves her corpse here in the mud. The dwarf was scared by a zombie rat, which I guess was visible up above through these fortifications. You big baby. Take care of that corpse, will ya? Before it turns into a zombie. Oh, hi. Terrifying. Alright, looks like some demons have worked their way into the tunnel. A whole bunch of them, a bunch of crow demons, and some burning wraiths as well. But we're safe. We're actually safe. I was a smart boy, and I put a nice little copper wall up here, so they can't get through, thankfully. So lucky on that too. It must have just been finished. Alright, still keeping eyes on Nil's corpse over here. Looks like it's being safely interred. Wonderful. Just gonna make sure to lock that door. Here we go. All set. Just as she comes back as a zombie, too. No rest for some of these poor dwarves, I'll tell you. We'll have to get a slab engraved, I believe. Yeah, I guess a tomb doesn't really work so well when corpses come back to life like that. Oh well. Back over here to this harrowing mess. I guess we're pretty lucky for building that copper wall there real quick. I didn't think any of the demons would come up to this tunnel, but here we are. Still trying to get this bridge linked up to a lever up above. But really the whole purpose of us doing this is so that we could secure this adamantine vein. And if these crow demons don't leave this tunnel, then I'm not sure we'll be able to, really. It'd be pretty darn dangerous, I'm thinking. Doesn't look like they're going anywhere. They kind of shuffled around a bit, but yeah, I can't see them moving very far. So, I have a little bit of an idea. Now, if we look down here just a bit to where this pile of gems is, and up just a little bit, right here, you can see this section of caverns. It is open right above those gems, and then a few more levels up, if we continue, just right here, you can see this donut-shaped chamber. Now, this is a technique I've used in the past, where you can actually carve out a chunk of stone and then drop it down from the ceiling, and it will crush through floors. And if we look directly down from this spot right here, you can see it will land right here on the floor, pass through the floor, and then hopefully stop right on top of these gems, sealing up these crow demons in this section of tunnel. And if we could do that, then we don't have to worry about these ones at least. Oh, speak of the devil. Pun quite intended. If we have a look here, you can see a Wraith of Shadow, just checking the tunnel out briefly, I guess. And it appears to be settling in as well. You big bastard. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Might as well. A Wraith of Shadow is a huge python composed of ash. It has a long swinging trunk and appears to be emaciated. Beware its deadly spittle. Okay, so this one's made of ash. Wouldn't be a big deal to take it down, I don't think. But still, I'm sure that spittle is no joke. Could probably pop a hole right in one of our dwarves with it. Wouldn't be too pleasant. Anywho, yes, we're going to drop down this chunk of stone from the ceiling, seal up that tunnel, all just to protect this section of adamantine here from these crows. And that python if it stays up there. But if we do that, the bottom of this adamantine spire will still be exposed to the netherworld, and there is a risk of creatures coming up. A fairly high risk too, I'd think. So this might be a suicide mission. We'll have to see what happens. I do dearly want that adamantine, and I mean to have it. And so after we get access to this adamantine here, we're gonna have to quickly get down to the bottom and build a floor down here, just so we can safely carve it all away. We should get some building materials ready in here just to speed things along. We're not gonna have much time to spare after we break into this spire. Also, another dangerous thing here is that after we dump away this chunk of stone to block up the tunnel below, this area right here will be exposed to the caverns, which are loaded with zombies. We can't forget about how dangerous those things can potentially be to our dwarves. Just remember how much damage that one cow did to our dwarves. A couple of undead forgotten beasts could surely do far more damage than that. Okay, so, we feeling perky, Skullhorror? Let's do it. We'll start things off by slowly carving around this pillar right in the middle of the room. I'm hoping the dwarves don't get spooked by zombies down below. I'd say there's a fairly big chance of that happening. Okay, here we go. Carved away. Let's continue, dwarves. Please do not tarry. Having looked down in the caverns now, I don't see any activity down there. A single flying forgotten beast could really spice things up, though. I just gotta keep those peepers peeled. Come on, dwarves, hurry the hell up, will ya? What are you doing? Okay, things are moving along here. Very good, very good. Oh, looks like some sort of a zombie was spotted down there. And there it is, it's a Grundle arm. Nothing much at all, really. Come on, what are you afraid of, you coward? Get back here. Having a look down below, it looks like those crows are unmoving. Very good, very good. Just a moment, you bastards. Back up above, we can see that Grundle arm still sitting in this tunnel, but here come the skull hammers. They put it down no problem, of course. And here comes the miners once more. Okay, almost there. And there we go. I think that did it. Wonderful. And looking down below, those crows are now blocked up in this tunnel. No worries. Okay. Next step, we have to get down to this spire and safely block it up from below. Now, first things first, up above, we're going to build a wall in this rocket dropping chamber, just to cut us off once again from the caverns. And over in the second tunnel, I'm going to build several doors. I was able to watch while those crows down below destroyed a couple of our doors that we had down there, and it does seem to take them a while, so I'm going to put 2 times the amount of doors in this hallway. Just so if anything comes up here, we can build a nice wall behind it just to prevent them from getting into our fortress. It should work out pretty alright. I realize we're playing a risky game here. Alright, that wall is in place, caverns are blocked up, and over here we have those 4 doors now all set. Very good. So I suppose now we can continue downwards. At the time being, it looks like those 3 crow demons are the only ones on the map, so we might actually be pretty safe right now. Exciting. Okay, here we go. Someone is on their way to carve away this stairway. No other demons have popped up yet. Excellent. Boy, it's going to take forever to build a nice, safe path down there. What are the chances we'll actually be successful here, do you think? Probably not great. Okay, it looks like the way is clear. Now we just have to come below and build this stairway leading up, as well as several other stairways too. Okay, we do have some other demons here floating around in the netherworld. Mind your own business, will ya? Hurry up, Moral. Get down here. We have to get to work. In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to lock up these doors behind you, which might seem cruel, but I don't want you turning around every 2 seconds to go get a drink or take a nap or something. The future of the fortress is at stake here. Can't go messing around, alright? Okay, here we go. Moral's headed down to build that stairway. We're just going to build a downward stair right here. Just like that. Wonderful. We'll build an up-down staircase. Keep it up, you dwarf. Okay, there we go. Continuing down. Only a couple more left, really. Just please hurry up. There we go. And then I think it's like 2 more after this. Hopefully. Although I am looking below and I do see some demons down there now, heading towards our fortress. Oh, and up. This isn't great at all. Okay. Dwarf, get back to the fortress in a hurry, please. Oh boy, okay, did not even stand a slight chance on that. Oh man, Moral's just ripped to shreds. Yeah, yikes. Looking up a couple levels, we're going to lock up this tunnel here. And we're also going to try to get a wall built just in case. Ooh, paranoid. Hurry up. Please hurry. That would be excellent. And while we're waiting for it to be built, let's take a look at these beasties here. These are Winget Brutes. Gigantic flatworms composed of ash. They have wings and a bloated body. Beware their webs. Alright, well actually I was going to laugh at these things because they're composed of ash, but they do have webs, which is terrifying. They might be frail, but they could still kill most dwarves no problem. And so yeah, once again, let's hurry up with that wall, dwarves. No messing around, please. Oh, looks like they've already destroyed one of the doors. Not great. But here comes a dwarf. Okay, all set. No worries. Yeah, they destroyed 2 of those doors in that time. Yikes. Anyways, down here you can see this dwarf carving out an upward staircase, and we're going to try out that trick that we used against those crows. First gonna have to carve out this little tunnel here. Oh, but... Okay. It looks like the worms are leaving, back down to the netherworld perhaps? Here's hoping. Oh yeah, here they go. It's fine by me. Good riddance, you bastards. Although now I'm pretty terrified of opening up this door again. For obvious reasons. Alright, what do you say, dwarves? Want to give it another go? Gonna have to get that wall down first. And you know what? I think this time we'll actually get some diorite blocks in place here. I know I said I was going to do it before, but I didn't. Because I'm a fool. Mostly. But yeah, we'll actually do it this time. It'll be a bit safer to build with. But I don't know. Some of these demons... a little too curious for my liking, really. Like this one here. Just by itself, is standing menacing in this hallway, staring at the wall that the dwarves constructed. Yeah, I don't like that very much. Hey, listen, why don't you get out of here, huh? There's nothing for you here. This one here is a burning wraith. Might as well have a look, right? A burning wraith is a great darkling beetle composed of flame. It has wings and it has a gaunt appearance. Well, as far as demons go, that one actually seems fairly tame. It's made of flame, which is incredibly insubstantial. Plus, it doesn't seem to have any, like, strange abilities, no webs, no poison, mandibles, anything like that. So that one might not be so bad, actually. That's the first I've seen that wouldn't be so bad. Still, you know, I'm sure it could cut a wide swath through our worker dwarves. Yeah, it looks like this one has a great interest in this wall. Not sure there's a good chance it's going away anytime soon. I don't really want to have to block up this tunnel if I don't have to. Maybe we can kill this one. I don't know, would that be foolish? Definitely. But what can I say? I'm a fool. As far as demons go, it doesn't look like there are any out there right now. Just this one fire beetle in the 3 crows still. And so I'm going to order this wall to be taken down. And I've also commanded the Skullhammers to come and sit right behind the wall. I do have a good feeling about this. Nothing flammable in the area. Well, there's going to be dwarves here in a second. But they're armed with shields, and so I think they stand a good chance of blocking any fire that this thing might put off. Alright, well, it looks like it's shifting around a little bit here. Oh, and here come the Skullhammers. Ooh, this is dicey. This is dicey. Should we take things slowly from here on out? Yeah, let's do it. I want to watch what happens. I'll pause it just as soon as that wall comes down. Oh no, okay. Ooh, not quick enough, I don't think. Alright, it does look like this beetle can spit fire, which is an ability that it has. I wish it said something about it in the description. That would have been handy. Okay, yeah, looks like Dastat the miner is now on fire. Oh, and Amos the farmer too, one of our warriors. Great. Looks like the shield didn't do much at all. Yeah, not good. Alright, Skullhammers, let's do this. Following the burning wraith, who is totally obscured behind this wall of smoke. Can't really see that much, unfortunately. I am seeing some splatters of blood, and the warriors don't seem to be doing very much. How about you guys get in there and do something, huh? That would be just excellent. The Skullhammers, come now. What are you doing? Seen a lot of bad stuff here. Nothing great, really. What are you guys doing? I'm curious. I don't know, maybe I'll just try to get them to move down the hallway past the demon. Maybe they'll spot it. Maybe they can't see it in the smoke there. Is that what's going on, maybe? Guys, I gotta say, it would be real great if you could just, like, kind of bull forward into that smoke and just start swinging. Because, I mean, right as it is, you're just kind of standing there, not doing very much that I can see. Well, I can see that 3 of our warriors are now on fire. Not good. We still do have 7 unflaming warriors, though. A decent percentage. I did just order them to kill the flaming wraith again. I'm going to unpause it. Unpaused, waiting for anything, really. Seeing a lot more of that blood. I don't know. I mean, what did I expect, really? I guess? It'd be really great if you guys could do anything here. Okay, there we go. It just died. The thing died. And let's take a look at that combat, too. See how right I was. Yeah, my god, look at this nonsense. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20 pages of the beast just destroying our dwarves without a single one of them daring to strike it. But then down here, page 20, the worker bashes the burning wraith in the head with her steel warhammer and the severed part sails off in an arc. 1 hit. That's it. That's all that it took. Ugh. Frustrating, I tell you. And what did it cost? 7 dwarves. 70% of our military. And also a sizable chunk of our population, mind you. Just frustrating. Okay, anyways, no sense complaining about it, I suppose. Let's get to work, dwarves, please. Oh my goodness, things are devolving quickly around here. Looks like a ghost just battered this dwarf here, I nod. Killing them, so now they're just laying here dead, waiting to be reanimated as a zombie. Down to 40 dwarves now, by the way. Alright, well, I just had one hell of a time trying to figure out why my dwarves wouldn't go down there and continue working on that staircase. It's because there is a fire raging in this hallway. I did not realize that, but they will not pass it. And so we have to widen this hallway a little bit for them to get by. And I assume that's also the reason why none of the warriors would pass through this hallway and kill that beast. So I guess they can't really be blamed, but whatever, I'm still blaming them. Anyways. Ah, no. Damn it. This is chaos. The fortress is in chaos right now. A state of utter chaos. Ugh. Alright, looks like we had a zombie here, one of our warriors who came back to life and beat this dwarf very severely. This dwarf being that baby. And if we have a look at her injuries, they're substantial. They are quite substantial. Cuts all over her. Her arm is broken. Guys, I don't know if this is survivable. It's pretty bad. Just gonna follow her a bit here. Please don't die, little baby. Alright, I do have to keep an eye down here in the tunnels as well, just to make sure no demons get in. That could be a pretty big deal. Just a moment here. Alright, looks like that hallway has been opened up, and so we can get by now and continue the stairway. Get to it, dwarves. We actually don't have any doors in that hallway up there, so if a demon comes up, there's no stopping it. That's it. Back up here in the fortress, you can see that baby being brought to the hospital right now. I think she's gonna come through. Just gotta get that doctor in here, come on. Turning our attention back to that stairway down there. Oh my goodness, this is taking forever. Hurry up, you dwarf. Where are you going? Please turn around. Alright, screw it. I'm just gonna have this thing mined out real quick. It's gonna be ugly, but hopefully it'll be a bit quicker. Great, here we have Twitch heading down to the demon hole. Awesome. Looking forward to that. Okay, moving things along. Here she comes. Very good, Twitch. Oh, come on, don't go up yet. Alright, screw it. I'm locking the door here, so she's stuck in this tunnel. Alright, now let's see if she could pull this off. Come on, Twitch. I haven't had her doing anything around the fortress, but I turned her into a miner just to speed things along. So this is the first time she's mined anything in quite some time. Where are you going, Twitch, huh? Okay, looks like some of the walls down here are semi-molten rock, so they're pretty much impossible to dig through. That is okay, Twitch. You gotta keep going, though. You gotta do this. Please, please. And quickly, too. Just gotta get down to this level right here. Wonderful, thank you, Twitch. Now if the rest of you can get down here and just build a floor real quick. Just 4 little units of stone. Block up this hole. In a terribly misguided move, I'm going to turn off the fortress burrow and turn on this new burrow right here, which is going to force all the dwarves down into this area. And so they have no choice other than to build that floor. We have to get this done quickly, but if a demon comes up right now, all of the dwarves in the fortress are going to be slaughtered. The demons are fast, but as long as we keep a good eye down here, it shouldn't be a problem. Of course, that's what I thought before, so who the hell knows? Alright, looks like we have one segment in place. Wonderful. Over here we do have a group of 4 ceratopsid devils. Gonna have a look at them real quick. These are huge, hairy ceratopsids with thin wings of stretched skin, and they squirm and fidget. Their amber hair is long and wavy. Beware their deadly dust. That would certainly be a nightmare to face. Hoping they don't get too close to this aperture over here, or we're gonna be in some serious trouble. As if I haven't hammered that point home enough. Looking back up here, yeah, it's still just that one segment. Please hurry up, my dwarves. Okay, come on. 2 segments, 2 left. Scanning down below, not seeing much, nothing too close to our tunnel anyways. I think we're gonna pull this off, dwarves. Okay, 3 portions of the floor are done. A dwarf is sleeping right here next to that hole. Not bright. My dwarf? Oh, it's goddamn Sodell, go figure. Dude, come on. Okay, here comes that last little bit right here, being put in place by Clovi. And okay, we have done it. Dwarves, I'm gonna turn off that burrow real quick. I want you guys to go relax a little bit. You certainly deserve it. Yeah, would you take a look at that? We've completely sealed off this adamantine spire, and so we could basically just carve it out at will at this point. Just wonderful. My dwarves, you realize we've just assured our legacy, right? Skullhorror will now go down into legend. Completely unavoidable. Heroes among dwarves. That's what they're gonna say about us. Someday, far in the future, scholars will be writing one-page books about us. Wouldn't that be something? Fabled Skullhorror, home of adamantine. Real proud of you guys. Good work. Now then, dwarves, that was some damn fine work. And I'm really shocked that we're able to pull it off. Super crazy, really. Now we just have to figure out what to do with all of it. Armor is an obvious choice, but maybe there's something a bit more creative. We'll have to put some thought into it. But yes. Poor that baby. Guess I kind of forgot she was seriously wounded. Well, she is hanging in there. She's not dead yet, so there is a chance she could come back from it. Although, it looks like she's lost her ability to stand, and her grasping is somewhat impaired. Also, looking at her wounds, it looks like infection has set in a couple parts of her body. We'll have to see if we can get some soap made. I don't know how much good it'll do at this point, but it couldn't hurt, certainly. Hang in there, that baby. Well, you bearded bastards, I thank you for joining me in one of the most exciting moments of this fortress's life. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I certainly hope to see you next time. Here in Nikolkazov, I shall the Suthgeshud Rosh, Skullhorror, the frigid South Nightmare Fortress of Death. And until then, you bearded bastards,